Analyzer. I'm chronically online and I try and mix tech and pop culture. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. So what I wanted to talk about is data analytics and Bratz. Basically Bratz because I'm obsessed with it, and data analytics because it's something I'm interested in learning, and usually when I try and learn stuff, I try and explain it to others and I try and mesh it into something I'm interested in. So if you're chronically online like me, what you would have noticed is Bratz released limited edition Mean Girls dolls. These dolls are beautiful, they're amazing, but there is a problem. A lot of scalpers have been getting them. So they have been trying to improve with the releases. So they haven't released all dolls together, they've just released them separately, except Karen and Gretchen, which will come in a 2-pack. So basically what's happened is people have found it hard to get their hands on them. They're super limited, and a lot of scalpers have done a really good job of grabbing those dolls up and selling them for $500, $1,000 in some cases, which has led fans to be understandably really upset because they supported this brand, they love this brand, and they want to make it harder for scalpers to sell these dolls when people just want the dolls, don't want to pay like these really excessive prices for them, and they think Bratz should be putting in more of an effort to make sure scalpers finding it harder. So they have tried to implement stuff, but I've been trying to listen. They still have some technical problems with the site, but hopefully they'll all be fixed when Gretchen and Karen come out. I'm from Australia, so the dolls are a bit expensive. I don't know if I'll get them or not, but for now, I'm just going to analyze data on the Bratz subreddit, not Twitter, because their API is not ideal. The free version is just so limited that there's not even a point. I did try, and after getting client forbidden so many times in my console, I just realized that, I realized that it's because I'm on a free version and it's limited. However, Reddit probably has better data. I think the Bratz community is a bit stronger on Reddit. Don't quote me on that, but basically I got some really good data, and what I'm going to do today is show you how you can pull data from Reddit. Hey guys, so I've had an outfit change. I'm wearing my glasses because I need to be able to see what code I wrote. So sorry about the glasses glare. So we're going to set up the Reddit API Bratz style. Woo. So first we're going to set this up, and don't let the word API scare you. It's just a way for us to connect to the Bratz Reddit, kind of like having an all access pass to gather all the data behind the Bratz fandom. So let's start. You create a Reddit account. You set up developer access. So go to reddit.com/prefs, PREFS/apps, and down scroll and click create app or create another app. And then we fill in the details. So we fill in the name. You might want to name it something like Bratz Data Explorer, Bratz VIP Backstage. I named it something pretty boring, but be more fun than me. So we have our app type, choose script, and redirect to URL. So use http/localhost for a really simple setup. Reddit gives you a client ID and a secret client. Think of these as the key to access Reddit's backstage, just like sneaking in to a Bratz VIP event, connecting Reddit to Python code. Now we have that our Reddit credentials. Let's connect using Python. If you're new to Python, download it from python.org. I'll try and put some more descriptions and helpful information down in the description. And to interact with Reddit, we'll use a library called prawn. I just want to say prawn, but it's prawn, which makes working with the API simple and really beginner friendly. So pip install prawn. So once you've installed prawn, let's set up our access credentials. This lets us pull data from Reddit automatically, like how Bratz magazine collects info on the hottest trends. Don't click off my video because I'm lame. We go import pawn. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong. And we go Reddit equals pawn.reddit brackets. And we have client underscore ID. Yours will be different from mine. I'm blacking mine out. client underscore secret. I blacked it out as well. You'll have your own user underscore agent. This is like the name. So like Bratz Data Explorer, username and password. So that will all be in your Reddit app. And if you need more details or I didn't explain it well enough, comment down below. So with this setup, we're officially connected to Reddit. Like, woo, life is great. And we think of this as we're going to get all the data we need and want. We're going to write a script for Mean Girls in the Bratz subreddit. So this is the fun part. This is the groovy part. We're going to write a script to search for posts that mention Mean Girls in the Bratz subreddit. If you've noticed, this subject is going off, and tomorrow is the Mean Girls Karen and Gretchen Bratz release. This will show us what's on fans' minds, and what we're going to do is create a function. So we're just going to put all the related information in this function. We're going to go def search Mean Girls in Bratz, and we're going to do a limit of 100. So we just want to limit it for now. I thought a limit of 100 was good because I was just kind of playing around with this and trying to learn. So I did subreddit equals reddit.subreddit Bratz, and then I go Mean Girls posts, and we have they're not these brackets, they're these square brackets to do this. And this is just going to hold all our data. So just think of this as a bucket. I'm going to put all our data in it. So it's a Bratz store box, and we like carefully get out our Bratz stores. They're all stored in there. So it's our array. It just houses all our little Bratz stores in a box. So we write for submission in subreddit.search, brackets, Mean Girls, and limit equals limit.
The limit does not exist.
Post underscore data equals curly brackets, title, submission.title, URL, submission.url, score, submission.score, comment, submission.num underscore comments, rated, datetime dot from timestamp bracket submission dot rated underscore UTC. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go Mean Girls post dot append post data, and then we're going to return the Mean Girls post. So we want to return it because we've got all the data. This will get the title, the URL, the score, the comments, and when it was created. So the script pulls each post mentioning Mean Girls, collects the title, URL, score, and comments, and it's like creating our own burn book of Bratz. Not releasing enough Mean Girls. Dolls, don't hate me, Bratz. Hard work for you, just release more next time. Cleaning and analyzing data. It's time to clean it up. So this is where Pandas comes in, and I'm not talking about cute little pandas. This is a really powerful library in Python that helps us organize data clean in a structured way. And it's perfect for beginners and pros, and it's super popular in data science. So when we import pandas, we go import pandas as PD. We're just giving it a shorter name because we don't want to write out pandas all the time. We're just going to go PD. Why data frames? So we're going to talk about data frames. Data frames is like a table. It lets us view and manipulate our data in rows and columns. And think of it as organizing all your Bratz accessories on a display stand so you can see what you have and what needs sorting. So let's use our data from Reddit to create a data frame. Data equals PD dot data frame, and then we're going to do brackets and results. So here's what the line does. This line takes our list of posts called results and turns it into a structured table where each post is a row. Now we can work with the data more easily, which is really important. We want to make sure our data is easy to work with. So we're going to clean up our data. This is really important in data science because when you analyze data, you want it to be clean. And this is because raw data can be really messy. We want to remove duplicate posts and make sure our data format is correct. And it just makes it easier to analyze. I know we're not probably going to have duplicate posts, but maybe we can think it's just using it as an example. But maybe if someone did post the exact same post twice, then we can remove that from our data. So we're going to go data.drop underscore duplicates, brackets, subset equals URL, and then in place true. And then This line removes any duplicate data posts based on their URL.
Laugh out loud.
It's like cleaning out doubles in your Bratz collection. A lot of people have doubles in their Bratz collection because they have a box and then they have it unpackaged, so you probably wouldn't want to do that. But I'm trying to just find Bratz related examples actually. So then we have data, and then we have square brackets created equals PD, like our pandas, dot to underscore date time, brackets data created dot errors equals QoS. So this ensures our dates are all in a readable format, so you can easily sort posts by date if you want to. Scores and comments, this will help us see which posts are most popular. So we're going to go print, so this prints to our console, prints to our lovely Mean Girls console, and then we go brackets, and we're going to go score mean and go mp.mean, data and score. There are brackets in there. Sorry, you can see it on screen, I got lazy. Print comments mean, np.mean, data comments. So first when we're doing the mean, this calculates the average scoreable post, giving us an idea how fans are responding to Mean Girls content. And then we go mean, and this finds the average number of comments, shows us how much engagement each post is getting. So if we were to analyze this further, we could be like, this is how Bratz fans feel about a certain thing because it's getting a lot of likes, or this is something that Bratz fans really care about because it's getting a lot of comments. Alright, so analysing similarities with Jacquard and cosine. So it's different ways to measure similarities. So finally, let's check how different posts are by using two different techniques. We're going to use Jacquard similarity and cosine similarity. Side note, the only way I remembered cosine similarity, even though we did cosine in school, don't judge me, I called it closine similarity, and I was like, hee hee hee, I'm so funny. So these methods help us compare text but work in a slightly different ways. So Jacquard similarity, basic word overlap. So first let's look at the Jacquard similarity, and this checks how much two posts overlap in terms of words. So if two posts mention the same things like Mean Girls and Fashions, they'll have a high Jacquard score. Side note, one thing I didn't do, which I should have done, is probably want to remove stuff like to, in, a, because it could have high score just because you're analysing those words, and those words are in a lot of sentences. So we're going to ignore that though. So we go def Jacquard similarity text 1 and text 2, set 1, set 2 equals set text1 dot lower dot split, and then we're going to go set text2 dot lower dot split, return len set 1 and set 2 slash divided by len set 2. I forgot what these are called. So straight line set 2. So this is a formula, and it finds the overlap by dividing the number of shared words by the total unique words. So two posts with similar wording will have a high score. It's like checking two bits share accessories. So I know this isn't, it probably looks really scary. If just use it, see how you go. I mean, I would recommend just try to use the formula, and maybe you can display it visually and try and understand it, and then you can go into the more mathematical aspects of why this works, and I'll try and link a video down below. I'm just trying to show you tools you can use, and you don't have to be scared of something. Use it, have a go at it, look it up lightly, but you don't have to understand something in depth straight away. I think what I used to struggle with is I used to be like, if I don't understand everything about this topic, then what am I going to do? Like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. But really, use it, and then you can go into more depth later, but don't be scared by how much writing is on the screen. Alright, so next we're going to measure the cosine similarity, which is measuring the vibes. Yes. Next we have cosine similarity. Cosine similarity looks at the vibe of the post by turning words into numbers and checking if the patterns are similar. It's more flexible because even if two posts use different words, they might still be talking about the same thing. So we're going to use a library called sklearn, and this we're going to import count vectorizer, and we're going to import cosine similarity. So vector equals vectorizer, not victor. Vectorizer equals count vectorizer binary true. Binary is just 1 and 0. 0, 0, 1. So title underscore vectors equals vectorizer dot fit transform data title. And we're going to go cosine underscore sim equals the sims, no, equals cosine underscore similarity title vectors square bracket 0 cosine sim square bracket 0 square brackets 0. This turns each title into a numeric pattern based on the words it uses. Then we calculate cosine similarity between two posts to see if they're pointing in the same direction. Even if they use different words, it's like seeing if two Bratz dolls outfits have the same style, even if they don't match exactly. Again, just use it, try it out. You don't have to understand everything. Of course, if you're working in a professional environment, maybe you'll understand a little more, but I think when you're just trying stuff out, see how it's used, see how other people have used it, and then maybe go into more depth about like the mathematical element, but I don't think it has to scare you off. That's the end of my video. I did want to go into more depth originally about cosine and jacquard. However, this is just a starting point, and if you want another video on how that works, jacquard and cosine similarity, comment below and I might do one and try and bring in some pop culture element to it. But I just wanted to keep this simple and short. So I've tried to mix a bit of pop culture with coding. So I hope we've learnt a bit about APIs, data cleaning and similarity measures. It didn't go into heaps of detail. I personally like to just try something out and then learn it in depth. So it's like, you know, these concepts exist, but you're just trying it out. I like to know things exist, try it out, and then what I do is go into more detail. That's kind of how I learn. So yeah, coding isn't just numbers, it is numbers, but it's about exploring what you love also, whether it's Bratz, Mean Girls, or anything in between. I know I originally fell in love with coding and creating stuff just because there were so many good tech toys originally, like girls tech, where you had a diary that you opened up and you had a voice password and it would open it up. So I just think there's a lot of things you can explore. So keep coding, keep evolving, keep having fun. So if you like this, again, hit like, hit subscribe.